Welcome back. So today we're gonna talk about another thing. We're gonna start talking about some variables. So every programming language have variables. What variables are? You can imagine them like drawers or something you can put stuff on to keep it so for you can use it after in another time. Okay. I hope you get the meaning of what variables are. So let's just give you an example. So last time we did this, we did print and we printed hello world to the screen. Yes, hello world. And when we run the program, by the way, you can run it just using the short key Control B, like this. Sorry. As you see when you do that, we have sorry, there is a typo here. Hello world, like this. So when you run the code, it prints to the screen hello world. I can store this type of thing in a variable, so I can use it many times. Okay, let's do something like this. Let's do var, like stand for variable. Okay, and we assign the value hello world. So now instead of just typing hello world like this, hello world, I can just do simply print var. Okay, and here it says statements. So when I print this, look, I get the same results. I can print this many times without having to type every time hello world. This is a simple example of how variables work. So variables can have many types. They can be strings like this. So this is considered as a string because there is letters and there is words, and all strings are started with this. It's called a single quote. We can have also double quotes and do the same thing. The second type, they can be integers, okay, like numbers or floats. Let's say var2, or let's say var1. No, we call this var1, this var2, and let's say for example like 10. Okay, so when I print var2, I get 10. I can do some simple math using this. I can assign another variable 3 and give it a value of 5, and then I can print the sum of these two variables. Look, var3. When I print it gives me 15. Why is that? Because var2 is 10 and var3 is 5. It's like doing this. It's like doing printing 10 plus 5. So 10 plus 5, it sums up first and it equals to 15. Then it gets printed to the screen using the print function. Okay, so let's just test it, and it's working just fine. We can have boolean values, like let's have another variable 4 and let's name it true. So true is called a boolean. I hope I typed this correct. It's a boolean variable. It can be true, or also we can have another that is false. You see how it turns to red as soon as I type false, because it is a keyword in in Python. Okay, so usually we don't assign variables to keywords. Like we have many keywords in Python, like for, we have like if, we have true, like we just saw, we have false, we have none. All of these are considered keywords. We cannot just like type true and consider it like a new variable. If we do this, it's gonna give us false, maybe. No, like if we do true equals 1, look, if we try to run this program without printing anything, we're gonna get a error message like here, cannot assign to true. Okay, it's the same for all variables. If we do like none, we're gonna get the same error, cannot assign to none. Okay, so this is a very important thing to remember. We can like also int is a keyword. that stands for integers, or also str, which stands for string. We cannot use those to assign variables. So you can use anything apart from this, it's gonna be fine. And another thing, we cannot have spaces in our variables. Look, like you notice, we have var and 5 attached, so we cannot do something like this. We're gonna get an error, invalid syntax, because if we want to have like spaces in our variables names, we need to use this. Okay, we have like var underscore 5. This is fine. Okay, so this is like a quick notes how to use variables. We can have you can imagine the possibilities here. You can do like another thing I forgot to mention is why we use variables instead of just like hard coding them. Imagine we have long, like 100 lines of code. Let's say for example we have a text variable. It says, hello, my name is. Here I'm gonna introduce you a new thing. It's called if strings. Just to understand what is if strings, we're gonna have a text variable, and we have another variable which is called name. So my name is Abdullah, as you guess. If I want to combine these two variables, text variable and my name variable, we use the if strings, and we use curly brackets like this. Inside of the curly brackets, we add the variables that we want. So for this, I want to add my name is. Instead of typing my name, like literally my name, I just add the variable name. If I come here and I print text, look what I get. My name is Abdullah. Why is that? Because if strings let us as programmers to add variables inside of other variables. This is so useful, and it's used all the time in programming, especially in Python, because this is specific for Python language. Okay, the if strings. I can have like multiple variables here. I can add an age variable. My age is 19 years old, so I can say like, hello, my name is, comma, and and I can add my age, years old. Okay, so now when I print it, I get my name is Abdullah and I am 19 years old. Okay, so this should give you a very good understanding of the use of these variables. It's very helpful, so we do not repeat ourselves. So let's imagine I have like 1,000 line of code. Like I have let's say I'm gonna get rid of this text and put it inside here like so. I'm gonna remove this. Imagine I have this name and age variable repeating a lot of times. Let's say I'm repeating this like hundreds of times. So now imagine I have Abdullah, 19 years old. If I want to change all of my name and all of these 19 to like something else, maybe another user come and his name, let's say, is Tim, for example, and maybe he's 20 years old. It's not good to come here and change everything manually every time. So for that we use variables, and look, just with changing name and age, I change all of this at once, and now I no longer have Abdullah and I no longer have 19 years old. This is the use for strings and variables. I can use variables with numbers to do like simple math. Last time I showed you how to use the addition. I can use also, let's remove this. Let's say I have variable a and another variable that's called b. So let's say the variable a is 10, oh no, let's say 12, and the variable b is 3. I can come here and print a divided by b. So it should be, you can guess what is gonna be the outcome. Yeah, and it's 4. I can have like another one, like the usual minus a minus b, and it's 9. You guessed it, right? I can multiply. I can also use this, the modulo. So this is a modulo b. If you don't know what is modulo, it literally takes the rest of the division. So here, why do we get 0? Because 12 divided by 3 equals 0. So equals 4 plus 0. So this 0 is our the remainder of the division. Okay, if we have, let's close this, let's comment this. By the way, this is called comments. Comments are lines that are not compiled. So when Python is running the code, it comes here, it says, okay, yes, a equals 12, b equals 3, let's print a modulo b. But when it sees this code, it doesn't read it. Okay, so you can type whatever you want here, it doesn't affect your code. Let's say now we have 12 divided by 2, or let's say 12 divided by 5. So you can guess what is going to be the remainder of this division of the modulo a modulo b, and the result is 2. Why is that? Because 12 divided by 5 equals here we have 12 divided by 5 equals 2 multiplied by 5 plus 2. So 2 here is the remainder of the division, and that's why we get 2 modulo b. So I guess the majority of you know what is modulo. We can have this double division. It's called the floor division, I guess. It's not used as often, but it's good to know it. So it takes, look, it takes 2. Why? Because normally when we divide just like that, we get this 0.4. So this gets rid of the decimal value and just keep 2. So that was it for today. I hope you learned with me new stuff, and I hope that you are still excited for more to come, and see you on the next one. Goodbye.